Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Panzer General. I'm the Mysterious CG. This is not Panzer General, it's Allied General. I forgot to mention last time, in the spirit of playing as the British, I do have a cup of tea here, although I let it steep a little too long and it wasn't really... And I might have added too much milk, honestly. It's just a little cold already. But that's okay. Still feeling very British. My ancestry is Irish. The Irish drink more tea per capita than anyone else on Earth, including the British. And it's kind of a big deal amongst the Irish that they're not British. A lot of people died so that that distinction would exist. But anyway, we're playing as the British today. Um, and we're doing the thing of saving the world from German fascism so that British imperialism can cause problems. British imperialism would cause... yeah, it's kind of a big deal right now with everything that's going on in the Middle East. But it's a little bit less intentional than some of what the Germans were doing at this point. More like byproducts. Anyways. Oh, that's nice. I like to see that. Like to see that. And I might actually really want to think about starting the overstrengthening of these guys now. Now for these, like these, I call them stubbies. These, whatever these little German self-propelled artillery guys are. Be nice to. This is where level bombers would come in handy, but I haven't started buying those yet. And I always had people complaining. There were at least some folks would complain in the comments when I did. There's like, why would you rather suppress units than just kill them outright? But like, they can be really handy in like, you know, just suppressing the fire of a unit that's going to attack more than once per turn. Like, level bombers actually are surprisingly resilient against anti-air. So like, putting level bombers over anti-air to suppress the anti-air and take down their ammo, and then using tactical bombers to come in behind. The tactical bombers will take a far less damage attacking a city with anti-air if you do a level bomber over the anti-air first. And level bombers are great for attacking like the infantry hex defending an objective or the artillery behind that infantry. They can be really great, but we don't have any now, so I probably shouldn't be talking about them. We can get rid of you. I'm trying to decide if I can afford... here we go. Oh, and this is perfect, because on the next turn they can overstrength. Because they need ammo anyway. Can you get all the way down there? Oh, you can. This is even better. These guys are... Oh, wait, they're not ammo. I was looking at these guys. I was trying to decide if I needed to use bombers down here, but I do not, because that unit was pretty much out of ammo. So we can use our bombers up here. Oh, wow, that was brutal. That's right, brutal. Brutal. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Force those guys into retreat. Not quite. These guys probably... I'm going to try to beat chintzy and save cash and not actually reinforce them. May end up paying for this later. Alright, that's a good result. Because now these guys are out of ammo. Well, they've only got one ammo left. We are out of ammo. They've got one left. And we can position things here so that they can't retake that city. We got them to retreat, damn it. But not actually get wiped out. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I would not expect that to go particularly well for us. Yeah, Eligala, again, like, if we take it, we get a major victory, which is not what we really, really want here. But I'd like to be in a position where we could do that. Like, get to where we haven't taken it yet, but we could, and kind of have a save slot for that position. That would be my preferred outcome for this scenario. But I don't know if we have enough ground units there to, like, completely force them out and take that place over. Yeah, they're in a bad way if they're attacking me from the city that they're trying to hold. As you can see, these guys are out of ammo, and now they are too. All right. I think maybe I will... You know what? I think it's more valuable to overstrength my Spitfires because they're going to have important work to do. Hold on a second. You are out of ammo. So I'm not getting rid of you on this turn unless the bombers can do it on their own, which I kind of doubt they can. All right, here's what we're going to do. Oh yeah, they have got really, they're really entrenched here. All right, that softens these guys up to having very little entrenchment left. Okay. Do I want to do elite replacements or just resupply here? Because I might have time to overstrength them up to 11. I guess I'll shoot for that. Just keep an eye on you guys. Alright. So on the next turn, we will take Benghazi. I'm pretty sure they can't deploy a reinforcement unit in a city that already has units in the adjacent hex. So I think we've actually locked that situation up. I'll tell you what, can I get you here? But then you won't attack. Actually, that's a bit of a problematic spot for you to be at. I could put you here and have you not attack. You actually need to refuel because units with 0 fuel have decreased combat power. I fucked up. I shouldn't have moved them there. I should have moved these tanks here. Well, I guess I'll start elite replacing them. Yeah, I think I kind of messed up this turn a little bit, actually. But it's not that big a deal because I'm not trying to get a major. I'd like to have that as a possibility, though. But we can very quickly just finish off this unit here, I think. The main thing is it would be a shame if I lost this anti-tank gun now. Just a waste of... Whew. Can I get them back out of there in one piece at the Grand Line? Yes, and we will. Desperately trying to get experience for these Spitfires. They're barely getting anything right now. These guys, I think I will over strength. Because we do have anybody who attacks. Now these guys don't have the. They've got 11 soft attack, 8 hard attack. So I take that back. They're pretty good. They've only got a range of 1. But I think they still get to support fire these guys. So if they're attacking, they can only attack things that are right next to them, which is weird for artillery. But if they're providing support artillery, I think anybody who attacks this city is going to feel their wrath, as it were. Which is why they would be expected to take all those losses. How many turns have we got left? Kind of wish I knew how many turns we had left. 13 of 15. I mean, if I use artillery again on the next turn, I want to park. Okay, I want to park these guys here so that they can't reinforce, like, build new units in that city. They're never getting down here in time to do anything, but for some reason I'm going to pretend that they are. We will get you elite replacements. If I got 2 turns left, I could get you guys up to 11 by the end of the scenario. I think we need to throw down a save here in case I've misinterpreted what counts as a loss. Loss would take me to Cairo. I think we still have an opportunity to see Cairo via another path. So they're probably not going to do anything on this turn. Yeah. So we got 2 turns left. I'm going to save on a different slot now. I wanted to save on UK1 in case taking Benghazi would lock me out of doing anything. Because I think I understand the victory conditions here, but I'm not positive. Start overstrengthening them for the next turn. I should have brought them up there on the last turn. But I was being dumb. Okay, so we could win this one whenever now. But I kind of didn't time things right to get all my Air Force guys upgraded. You can get overstrength up to 11. You guys, that's as far as you can go too. And you could rush in right now and win a major. So I think I'll do a save as again. Why am I not ending it now for a major? Because you can get up to 11. I think that's it. I don't think anyone else is overstrengthening any more than they already are. Yeah, you could get up to 11. Everyone else is kind of where they're going to get to as far as overstrengthening goes. Oh, they're gonna beat up my Daimler Chrysler as best as they can, I guess. Just getting a little free experience here. I'll throw down a save game as 2 again. Get a major victory. We will not review the battlefield. Let's just get on with it.
Sir, congratulations on a job well done. Our colleagues in the RAF have pronounced it a wizard operation.
A wizard operation?
High Command demands that we press on to Tripoli, as we are within an ace of driving Jerry from Africa. They expect us to destroy the last vestiges of the Africa Corps by the start of August.
Alrighty. So again, this is like the fictional scenario. We can upgrade our troops to heavy infantry. That decreases their movement, but gives them better attack values. Really not much that better, are they? I've got to get new glasses. 6-2. Yeah, I really wish I could make this text bigger, because I'm struggling right now. I've got I ran into an issue where if I get new glasses right now, my insurance will cover the exam, but not the... Oh, see, yeah, all heart attack... They're really no better at all, are they? They have air counterattack and better defensive values, but they don't actually do naval attack 1, naval attack... Yeah, they can't. They're not actually better at killing anything. And then the paratroopers have the same 8 soft attack, 2 hard attack. Paratroopers are actually better. And they can fly around in airplanes, so that's pretty sweet. They're more expensive, obviously. And Anzac are super cheap. Now, the bridging engineers are the ones who act as bridges. I guess I'm surprised at how poor the HW infantry are. I thought they were... a bit stronger than they really are. Bridging engineer is expensive, but they also have the reduced movement. I think that's what I ended up using mostly in Panzer General. I had a lot of infantry that became bridging infantry. Bridging infantry do not matter in North Africa. I mean, other than having different combat values, they could be more valuable in. They could be a little bit more valuable in Europe. British don't really have exciting options for artillery either. The Grant, I think, is still our best tank. That's an American tank that the basically Lend-Lease program stuff. I believe those are American. And the Mosquito is still... I mean, I could get... This is free, but it would normally cost $390. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the other... This one has similar combat values against other airplanes. Actually, no, it's not. It's not as good. But these are the more traditional bombers, and they kind of stink. Like, they don't do any better than a Mosquito does at killing tanks. But they're way less defensible against fighters. These guys have 14 air defense, and they can actually attack. Like, they're incredible. The Mosquito is just ridiculous in this game. Now the Spitfire, we could upgrade that. Yeah, this is probably worth it because they go from having Spitfire 2 has initiative is super important for these guys. And they go from initiative's not really changing, I don't think. No, initiative does get better. But the thing is, air attack goes from 12 to 16. Air defense goes from 12 to 14. So this is better in every way. The only question is, like one scenario later, is there a replacement that's way better? And then the Spitfire VB, just because I bought it a little bit later, also improved, but not quite as much. But now what if we were to... I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just deploy everything just so I can show it off here. Did I... Oh, I just didn't deploy my forces at all. Oops. Let's just throw everybody down. I may have gone too far with air power. We can get 3 more core units, which is pretty amazing. But let's just turn hidden units on and take a look at the map since we're not going to play it right now. Basically, we've got the Germans had deployed a line trying to defend Nophilia. Their actual objective hexes that we need to take are Misurata and Tripoli itself. And then we're fighting out of Elagala. So yeah, it's the same. It's the same map, continuous. Like, there's no particular reason the fighting would get here, but Benghazi is on the map. Let's go back though. To UK1. I just want to see if I have all of the options open to me at this point. Don't particularly want my airplanes crashing, even if this scenario kind of doesn't count. Because I can off-screen, if I want to, a better Axis victory here. But I'm wondering if we don't take either of these cities, do they win? Like, we break the siege of Cairo, but that's all that happens. Because I think that's not true. I think we may have it here, so I can't get a loss anymore. Let's see. No! I've got all 3 options open to me. All right. So now I can actually think about what scenario I want to do next. Do I want to play through Cairo just to showcase it, even and have it sort of be a fictional scenario for us?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, perhaps not the best of courses, but we've managed to keep our heads above water. High Command acknowledges the situation as dicey, but enjoins us to shore up the defenses and prepare to stick it for the long haul. Our task is to hold Jerry back from Cairo by any possible means. High Command has indicated that if we can regain sufficient ground, reinforcements are sure to come February.
Reinforcements, I think in this case, means the Americans. But yeah, this scenario here, as you can see, we've actually got a level bomber in this one. But again, I'm just throwing down everything. We could buy 4 core units in this one. And we've got a decent amount of prestige. And since we're not playing it right now, I'll just show you. again, you got a big cluster of Germans. You got German air forces in the back, along with some artillery and anti-air. This is to defend Mersa Matruh, and you wouldn't really be expected to retake Tobruk in this. But this is kind of the final. This is the final. Can you beat this big German army? And I'm looking at it. I'm pretty confident that we could. They got a decent amount of armor, but what have we got to work with here? Well, these final scenarios all seem to involve naval action. So the Germans have U-boats, which are a pain in the ass. It's total RNG because they will just they can submerge to avoid being hit by bombers, or they can quote evade to avoid being attacked by destroyers. It's total RNG. You can go in and attack them and just get nothing. That being said, as you would expect, the Royal Navy does have the advantage in most of these engagements against the Kriegsmarine. They don't have overwhelming air power in this. Like, I overemphasize air probably, but they've got a couple of units, all 10 strength. Like, we can't see their experience. Even with hidden units on, you can't see the experience levels of enemy units. You can't even tell exactly what they are if you don't already know. Oh, I suppose you can. All right, so we know this is a tactical. Because some of them, like some of these, like what is that? Is this artillery? Is it anti-tank? Is it tank? Oh, it's anti-tank. Like if you don't recognize the different symbols. But you're not going to see their experience. Oh, no, that does show their experience. All right, well, you know what? Shut my mouth. I don't know anything. So here we've got 1 and 200 level experienced German fighters. So this is, like, they're getting serious about trying to win the war in the air. They don't have a lot of bombers at their disposal in this scenario, at least not yet. But they can build, like, they seem to have things just come in on certain turns. A unit that already has experience will spawn, whereas if we buy new units, they always have 0 experience. So I think the rules are a little different for them. But no, we've got a fighter unit with 200 experience. That's an auxiliary unit. A fighter unit with 100 experience. It's an auxiliary unit. I think, but they're both Spitfire 9s. Oh no, this is Spitfire too. It's got experience, but it's also got the lower stats. So yeah, like if you don't have any air corps units, you're going to be in trouble against the Luftwaffe in this scenario. But what I don't have at my disposal is what the win conditions here are. But I believe you obviously have to hold Cairo, but I believe you need to hold Cairo and take cities back from them in order to win here. Losing Cairo, but yeah, this is like a fictional alternative that would end the whole North Africa campaign. So since I have all 3 at my disposal, I have to think about whether I want to showcase all of them, or just play you the movies that would occur, the actual in-game, because again I can access the wave files and just play you what the dude says with each one. But the real ending, and this video is going long, but we're wrapping up this scenario regardless. The real ending here would be us leaving them with Eligala. So this is the actual canon ending of the scenario, more or less. We get our minor victory, where, as somebody pointed out, we have a member of the NCR forcing a bunch of super mutants to surrender. Super mutants known for surrendering peacefully when the things are going against them, of course. Hadn't thought about it, but yeah, the NCR soldier, their whole look really is modeled after Tommy's fighting in North Africa, isn't it? Would you like to review? No.
Sir, High Command extends its congratulations on the capital job you've done. Let's hope Jerry continues to underestimate the prowess of the Empire. Intelligence informs us that the Axis have once again gathered near the border of Cyrenaica and Tripolitania. Our orders are to dispatch this revitalized force and recapture Eligala before the 20th of March.
So this is kind of the real way that the scenario wraps up. The counterattack has a lot of success, but not to the point where it breaks the Germans completely, and we end up having to have this final showdown on what is essentially the same map. We just keep fighting on this map over and over, guys. But in this version of things, we've got only one core unit. That doesn't seem fair. Cairo is a dead end, though. So I guess it makes sense that it has 4. If we go to Libya, well, I have to think about this. I think it's possible for us to fight in Tripoli, but we would have to lose to get El Agheila. Any victory in Tripoli, even a minor, is you win the North Africa scenario. So what we might do next time, I would feel silly, but we could go in with the intention of losing at Tripoli. Just fight, gain experience, and then withdraw all of our units and let them take the objectives. It would be a bit cheesy, but we could do it. But this is a weird one. We start out really far apart. And we just need to redo what we just did. Except we don't have a fight with them here. So yeah, we'll figure that out. Between videos here, I'll read up on what the victory conditions are. And I'm not 100% positive what scenario I want to do next. But it does look like we're doing pretty well, and we're going to be able to win in North Africa. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.